welcome to another episode of Conch Chowder Live. My name is Pedro Lara, your host, and standing next to me, or sitting next to me, the infamous Mr. Chaz Jimenez.
Why infamous?
Isn't that a good thing?
No, infamous is do something bad.
Oh, that's right. The famous
Oh, okay,
Chaz Jimenez.
I don't know about famous, but how you guys doing?
How are you doing? Remember, this is the show about you. So if you want to call in about any of the topics we're going to be talking about, or you can basically join in on some of the topics we are talking about. All right. Now the show will be running from Tuesday through Thursday, just because we need a little bit of time too, because we have our actual job. What's been going on with you, man?
Yeah, working.
Working.
Back to work. Back to teaching through the computer.
Mm-hmm. Well, let's talk about our first topic. The new big thing right now is you have to wear your mask at all time.
Yeah.
And apparently, to go into the stores, the convenience stores now, they won't let you in unless you have a mask. Now, you see that mask that you see on the screen there? That's pretty creative, especially since people aren't really using or can't really buy masks these days. So
We gotta wear a mask, but we can't find masks.
yep. Now, some of them are a little funny. I mean, I understand that some of them out there, people are trying to be funny, but, you gotta do what you gotta do.
I like the lettuce mask.
Lettuce mask, yeah. Lettuce face,
Alligator pear mask.
Alligator pear mask. Yeah,
I would like to see you put your head in that 2-liter
container.
bottle. Yeah, 2-liter container.
I think I'm gonna need a gallon.
Yeah, a gallon container.
I got a cinder block head.
No one's fitting that thing in the mask. Oh, is that panty mask?
It's an underwear mask.
You've done that before, Pedro.
Let's just say something smells like shit.
Or they got Fremunda.
Fermunda.
If someone's got Fremunda and they're wearing that on their face, oh Lord, you don't want no Fremunda on that thing.
I mean, we laugh about it, but if you got to go into the store, you got to go in and you got to get a mask. I mean, some people are using underwear, some people are using bras, some people are using. I think I saw a lady with a sponge, and the funniest one I saw.
Like lettuce. I like the
lettuce. Lettuce is good.
Fremunda cheese mask. Or you can make a mask out of a shirt.
Mm-hmm.
Like we talked about, if you have buffs, like
buffs. I think I got my buffs here. Always carry it with me. Nice little buff.
But literally, those fabric masks don't do much, but they do something.
I think in Key West we even saw somebody walking around with a snorkel and mask.
Yeah, or there was the horrible mask that has the snorkel in it.
You think that would work though? Because from some of the
it's not stopping the initial
blast
surge of fluids or whatever they call it that comes out of your mouth. But there's also liners you could put in the mask.
Mm-hmm.
I've been wearing my buff everywhere now, and it doesn't protect me, but it's just if you're asymptomatic carrier to protect other people.
Yep.
But that thing, the Fremunda cheese mask, that don't protect no one.
The one about the plastic, the gallon mask, that's actually pretty creative. I mean, we got a lot of MacGyvers out there. I mean, that's good that they're recycling they're being crafty and recycling what they got to be able to produce a mask. Because right now the world, there's a shortage of masks, and there are people out there who are making them and selling them, which is great. Because I mean, a lot of people are out of jobs. I'm sure that's a nice way to make some money. Some people who have the means and don't have to worry about selling it are actually donating them, which is
a lot of people are donating. I mean, I think obviously if you're a medical professional or a real essential worker, someone that policeman or
police, EMT, firemen.
Yeah, you need a real mask.
On sad news, I guess the West Palm Beach Fire Police Department lost a couple officers due to the coronavirus. Young guys too.
Yeah, young guys.
So, remember guys, if you want to call in, the number is listed right there, 305-304-3181. We should be live. Hopefully, Rob.
Hopefully you can hear us.
Hopefully you can hear us. Hopefully everything's good. If not, give us a call. Let us know if we're having some issues. It looks like we're live, but I can't tell. It's just a spinning wheel. I'll check with Rob. Rob, are we live?
Keep going. So,
some local news, Chad.
Well, as far as the mask thing that we were talking about, just wear whatever you can to cover your face. A face covering.
Home Depot.
Just anything. Any cloth, anything that we could help. Even though we shouldn't be leaving the house.
But I'm saying you should be wearing it everywhere. Especially when you're gonna be in the store, Home Depot. The Winn-Dixie's, the Publix's, Stock Island.
Yeah, if you're gonna be in Stock Island, wear the mask.
I think you might need a whole full body condom for that.
Wear something. But yeah, no.
Protection, folks. Protection.
Protect yourself wherever you go.
Yeah.
We're not wearing a mask because we're around each other nonstop.
Yeah, we basically. So what you got,
that's a whole other story though. But wear the mask. Wear covering if you're gonna go out in public. The cloth ones don't really protect you so much, but you can put paper towels in there. You can put different things. There are filters coming out, but it helps. It protects other people. Again, what the biggest issue is, we don't know if we're asymptomatic carriers or not.
Some people were talking about, because I saw a chat. Some people were talking about it on Facebook that they were actually putting the pads, female pads, with the cotton side facing outward with the mask on, because that way it absorbs.
If it stops the heavy flow, why wouldn't it stop a virus? I don't know. I'm not a scientist.
Neither am I.
Actually, you kind of are, but.
Yeah, well, I did marine biology, but that's a different story.
You get a science degree, whatever. Right?
Yeah, some biology.
You're not.
I'm not an expert. I'm not an expert.
Yeah, if it stops heavy flow.
Yep.
Should be able to stop that, or at least stop that spray from going out if you sneeze or something like that. But yeah, as far as the local news, is that if you're gonna go to the store, you have to have some type of face.
Definitely don't eat the lettuce after you're done using lettuce mask, huh?
No, don't make a Caesar salad with that romaine after you're done.
Unless
now it looks like iceberg, but don't.
That definitely don't look like iceberg.
No, that's a Framunda.
Framunda.
But in local news, new city.
You can put the U.S. one
in
back.
Place. You have to wear some type of facial covering when you go into public essential businesses like grocery stores, or pharmacies or gas stations. Some of the gas stations are offering.
You wake up in the morning, you want to get your Cubanito coffee, your Gucci. Wear your mask.
If I'm going around people now, I'm wearing my buff. Even though, again, it doesn't do much, but it does something. Let's be as proactive as possible in this scenario. We want to be able to hang out and do something with people eventually. So let's be safe. This is for us, for the most part, it hasn't affected our community, but it is affecting our community now. We have up to 50 people, I think, in Monroe County infected. We've had 2 deaths. And
we need to stay quarantined. That's the main thing. We need to stay inside our house.
Flatten the curve and do our best to not be around other people.
Speaking of quarantine, did you know that there's actually a new dating app out there? Screw Tinder, screw Bumble, screw plentyoffish.com. The new app is called Quarantine Together. It is a dating app that allows people to date while they're quarantined. It's pretty simple. All you do is you basically wake up in the morning, you talk to each other. First things that the app will ask you, did you wash your hands? Are you taking the proper procedures?
How do you know about this app?
Oh, I heard it on the...
you didn't try it yourself?
No, I haven't tried it myself. I have somebody.
You told me about this today when we were working out. I've never heard about this.
Word of mouth.
I've never heard about this app ever.
I had NPR on the radio and they talked about it, so it kind of drew my interest. One of the things they were saying is people who are typically lonely are even lonelier now, which I don't understand that. So you're lonely and you're lonely squared. Typically, the people that are isolated.
Everyone's lonely now. That's the thing. We got part of the mental health crisis. We are social beings. We need to be around other people.
So maybe you should try the app. Go on a quarantine date.
No, it's okay. So how's this app work?
I guess you basically, I haven't actually researched it. If anybody there is using the app or knows about the app, give us a call, 305-304-3181. Or if you want to talk about anything else, give us a call.
So is it like J-Date?
It's a quarantine together. That's the actual ad.
Quarantine quarantine? Are they live streaming, talking to each other?
They message each other. They live stream. I'm sure some.
It's like farmersonly.com, but.
Yep. But that's the way everything is going right now. It's like the classrooms.
Virtual.
Meeting with your family. Everybody's using the Zumba.
It's a Zoom. No, the Zoom.
Zoom.
The Zoom. There it is.
Yep, there it is. So.
Hey, at least it's gonna be safe.
It's the norm of what's going on right now.
The new normal.
The new normal.
That's the phrase.
Quarantine dating.
I think Blake needs that. But Blake needs it for another reason. Is Blake here?
He might be. So, we can go back to the US1 picture there, Rob. So did you hear about this fight in Christmas Tree Island?
Local news.
Yeah, some local news.
Christmas Tree Island.
Yep.
Big surprise. Something bad happened at Christmas Tree Island, a.k.a. Wisteria Island.
Wisteria.
For you people that aren't from Key West.
It's the island right across the nice resort island. You have
Tank Island.
Huh? Tank Island,
aka Sunset Key.
Sunset Key, aka Bum Resort.
Wisteria's Bum. I mean, Christmas Tree Island's Bum Resort, but that's politically incorrect, though. I heard you're supposed to call them hobos.
Hobos, yes.
Okay. So, yeah, apparently, was it yesterday? There was a daughter and her dad, a girl and a dad, out on their boat out by Christmas Tree Island, aka Wisteria, which officially it is Wisteria, but us call it Christmas Tree Island. But that's another story for there. So apparently there was a bunch of college age. The story says on the sheriff's website there's college age kids, so it could be high school kids, could be older
college kids,
and about college kids, cute, local kids.
It could be people that look young.
Of kids partying on the beach at Christmas Tree Island, and this dad and the daughter came up to him and said, "Hey, social distancing. What are you guys doing? Crush the curve. Blah blah blah. You guys stupid." And apparently it ended up in a brawl. And apparently the daughter and the dad got jumped. The kids jumped off on their boats and ran off. And the dad ended up in the hospital. I guess the daughter had a chichon on her head before she got hit.
Those of you who don't know what a chichon is, it's basically a giant knot. It's,
So, thanks Pedro for translating. So, that's crazy enough that, first off, that people think it's okay for us to get in groups of people and party, so they're probably partying there because everywhere else has been shut down.
Yep.
Snipes and Marvin's being
heavily watched
and patrolled by the FWC. So they're like, let's go to the Christmas tree. And it's just hobos there.
And I mean, but that's one of the questions that we're going to bring up in a second. I mean, if you are a parent at home, give us a call, 305-304-3181. When it comes to your kids, especially if you have little kids, I'm sure they want to go outside and play. Do you let them go outside and play with their friends? Should you keep them inside? Do they even understand what's going on?
Well, little kids is one thing. You can control the little kids. But what about your teenage children?
Or mid-teens.
Or college-age children? What do you tell them about, how do they control them? Obviously.
Shot callers.
Or, you control that debit card. That's how, that credit card. That's how you control them. But a lot of parents aren't willing to do that. So that's another story. That's not our deal. But yeah, pretty crazy that happened. And who knows? It could be two sides of the story. We don't know what happened on the other side. But that's the story coming out of the sheriff's department right now.
You know what your parents can do though, which is something my dad used to do to my sister. All you have to do, and they can never figure it out, is go ahead, if it's easily accessible, go ahead and disconnect the battery terminal from the car. And that goes for all parents. That way none of the other kids are picking up your other kids. If you go ahead and go and take away a battery terminal, you can do it. But parents are getting bored at home. And they're getting so bored now that they're actually doing a Mortal Kombat Live edition. Rob, go ahead and put that video back up. Shit! Watch.
Oh, that's Liu Kang.
Yeah!
Fatality.
Oh, Oh, now I'm really joking. Parents aren't really doing this, but I figure it'd be a fun joke.
Well, this mom did it.
No, I have no idea. It's probably Big Pine in Slacker Island. But that's an aggressive kick. I mean, sweet chin music right there. So the question
Fatality.
is, look, not one of them got up to check on the kid. So that must be the neighbor's kid.
No, that's her kids.
So,
She's going, fight. That's gotta be. That's either Big Pine or Lakeland.
What's the first rule of Baby Fight Club?
Oh shit!
You don't talk about Baby Fight Club. You don't post videos of Baby Fight Club.
That's for sure.
But hopefully the kid's all right. That's another video we're gonna show in a minute, Rob. So, but we can put the southernmost point back on.
Speaking of fights, I was telling you about apparently Dana White and the crew at UFC, being the geniuses that they are.
Yep.
Our plan is right now. The market is ripe for people that want to watch sports. Right, we're watching replays. I'm going online and watching old football games.
You can put the southernmost point back on, Rob.
Watching, old wrestling tournaments,
football,
NCAA wrestling tournaments. We want sports. So apparently, Dana White, who has the means and the genius, is planning to. I guess he bought or is in the process of buying a private island. Mm-hmm. They haven't disclosed where this private island's going to be.
Disclose where.
And they're going to fly on a private jets, fighters who I guess they are going to test for coronavirus, whatever, and have
live fighting.
UFC pay-per-view fights
on a private island.
On these private islands. And they're talking about doing this every weekend.
So basically what happened at Tank Island.
Yeah, except these are
professional fighters.
Christmas Tree
Island.
Tank Island, Sunset Key.
So basically, we've already started the curve. Private island, fight happening.
Oh, down there,
I'm kidding.
We started the trend.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm totally down to watch that.
I would be happy to watch that. My question is, are they going to get a pay-per-view thing? Do you have to pay? Or are they going to offer it for free for people since they are craving sports?
Who knows? Dana White's a genius. I'm sure he could play it where he goes to ESPN Plus or ESPN, and they get advertisement. Right now, the advertisers want to advertise. There's no mediums to advertise on right now, or maybe the big fights does pay-per-view. But either way,
speaking of advertising,
I'm looking forward to it.
If you guys would like to sponsor the show or post your advertising logo on the show, we can definitely use it. Our 3 viewers would enjoy it. Of course, the people that rewatch the show. Let us know.
3 viewers now.
Hit us up. 3 viewers now.
Could turn into thousands of viewers
later.
Which usually what happens with us.
Yes. So, I want to hear from the folks. What do you think about this UFC Island, Private Island throwdown? I think there were movies made about this. Wasn't like a Bruce Lee movie about that?
Into the Dragon?
Yeah. Or Jean-Claude Van Damme, or...
Into the Dragon they came to a private island that was owned by that guy, and it was a private tournament, yeah. Jean-Claude Van Damme had a very similar movie also.
You think they'll be able to bring Baby Fight Club? Let's see that Baby Fight Club video again.
I don't know about Baby Fight Club. That's a little unethical.
I got my money on that girl. Do you see that kick? I want to see that kick again there, Rob.
Liu Kang.
Yeah, look at it. And then they slow motion. Of course.
Right in the dome.
And the scientists have actually developed a video of what happens to the body.
What?
That's
actually Mortal Kombat.
I know that. I'm kidding. Which Mortal Kombat was another thing. They all went to an island to do a fight to death.
Oh, in the movie. Yeah.
In the movie.
All
right, Rob. Thank you. I got my money on that little girl. And who said cheerleaders couldn't fight?
Look at that. That's a hell of a flying kick. So, what else is going on?
If you guys are listening, please call in. We've talked about wearing masks in public. We've talked about wearing masks at the superstore. Give us a call. Or convenience store. Give us a call. We want to know what you think. We've talked about this new online dating app called Quarantine Together, where if you're lonely, it's kind of like farmersonly.com, except you guys are both quarantined and bored to death.
Farmers only.
Farmers only.
They're just naturally bored.
Does that include like farmers who farm the sea?
What? Farmers only?
Or would that be
I think
different?
farmers only is like
What if they had crabs only?
like Tiny Tim from Big Pine.
Yeah, like he's probably on crabs only. He's a crab fisherman, you know.
No, but he's probably on farmers only. That's his type of people.
Maybe we should start our own fishermanonly.com.
I mean, usually if you're a fisherman, they're pretty. They're usually the girls like the idea that you have a boat.
You fish. You can
usually
provide
making
food.
money.
The basics of life. Boat. Food.
So,
Fun.
what Jeff Jackson said about Stickenstein?
Stickenstein, brother.
Stickenstein.
That is old school. Yeah, I wish we had a Stickenstein here. You know,
you go in Stickenstein.
they had some good wings,
Well, they had good food, but
man, was it a
you
smokehouse?
smell like cigarettes for the rest
Brother,
of your
you
life.
come out smelling like a cigarette. And you know what, Jeff? I think we got some Stickenstein coupons here. 20% off on your next
20%
order.
off Stickenstein coupons. Whoever calls in. Jeff, call in. We'll give you a Stickenstein coupon.
Stickenstein coupon. Call in. We want to hear from you.
But watch some sports, Stickenstein. Good games.
Yep.
But man,
Yep.
you, your car, your house, everything smells like
And if
cigarettes.
you live
Your
here
dog.
and you got an old place that you used to like to visit and is no longer around, give us a call. Bring back that nostalgic memory.
Magic Carpet Golf.
Magic Carpet Golf, Scotty's, Woolworth.
Scotty's was right next to Magic Carpet Golf.
I know, Woolworth.
Oh man, Woolworth. Everyone as a child loved Woolworth.
Woolworth was awesome.
Why? Because
They had food in there.
we're fat. We loved it. And they had toys. And the pet store.
Mm-hmm.
So you can go smell the diner food,
Look at the
go
fish.
play with the toys, and go play with the goldfish. That's like the best
Awesome.
thing ever in Key West
Awesome.
kids' life.
So,
Just like Dennis Pharmacy. Good food in Dennis Pharmacy.
good pharmacy too.
And they had good little toys and stuff in there.
Yep,
too.
yep.
I don't know. We never got the drugs from there. We were too young.
So if you're listening or you're rewatching the show, tune in live. Tomorrow we start at 8 again. We want to hear from you guys
I'm trying to see what
about any of the topics.
Sorry.
So,
UFC private avatar. All right. So this is another thing. The chloroquine.
chloroquine.
Whatever.
That's right.
How the hell you pronounce it? You're a scientist. How do you say it? Well, you can't
I
pronounce
have to
anything.
look at it.
You don't pronounce anything right. So, actually, no, scientific words are the only things you pronounce right.
Yes.
Basic words, no.
No.
So, this chloroquine, there's this one of our favorite radio shows since we were in college. Paul and Young Ron, and up in Broward and Palm Beaches and South Florida. They were down here for a while too.
Oh, okay. I've never actually.
But now it's just Paul Casanova. You used to listen to Paul and Young Ron.
Well, maybe I might have a little bit here and there, but
Anyway,
Done.
so Paul Casanova, his show had a guy on there today that apparently had the coronavirus and was very close to death. And he is a wealthy guy that has influential friends. He did his last phone calls with his family. Well, his friend that had this very influential doctor had the doctor call his hospital. It was in Vero Beach. Had his doctor call the hospital in Vero Beach and say, "You need to give him chloroquine."
But that's the type of drug that can give you heart attacks or
give you arrhythmia,
heart murmur.
Yeah. So, but either way, so he told him how to dose him, all this stuff. They gave him the chloroquine. Apparently, 12 hours later, he was feeling 100% better.
100% better.
And now he's alive. And he was just on Paul and Young Ron.
So does
Paul
it work?
Casanova show today. Yeah.
Or does it just work for him?
Well, that's the question. We don't know because it's not testing the FDA.
Yeah.
But he's saying that he's talked to other people that this has worked for them. He was on the doorsteps of death, basically.
Yep.
All right. Death was knocking at his door, and he was on the show today.
All right, we got our first caller. Go ahead. Hold on. We got to get you on the Bluetooth.
Why isn't that set up already?
Yeah. Go ahead, speak. Yo soy El Pablo.
Why can't we hear it at all?
Yeah, hold on. Call back.
We don't have that on. Baby.
We had some technical difficulties. Yeah, it's on.
Is it hooked up?
Yeah. Somebody give us a call.
I knew that wasn't just called.
I have no idea.
It was on a private number.
Private number, yeah, I saw that.
But the words that they used, I knew who they were.
Yeah.
It's definitely one of our old wrestlers.
Old wrestlers. Well, call back. We want to hear from you. Our one viewer. Where do we leave off on?
The chloroquine.
The chloroquine, that's right.
Whoever just call back.
Call back.
See, that stuff that should have been figured out beforehand.
Yeah, it was. I don't know why it stopped working. There we go. Go ahead. I'm doing good. Let me see why we don't have this set up.
You have Bluetooth hooked up.
All right. Let me check this out.
Disaster.
Well, ever since Billy messed with it. All right, go ahead.
Let me turn my Bluetooth. Oh, let me turn my Bluetooth on.
Hold on. There we go.
Turn yours down now.
It's on.
You know why?
Why?
It's my Bluetooth hooked up to that. You know why?
Why?
Billy.
Billy.
Because he wanted to listen to.
All right.
Stupid. Call back.
So call back. We're good now. If you want to call us in, talk about anything you want to talk about, call us in. Maybe you want to hear a joke. I would love to hear Chuck Norris joke. I would love to hear Corona's joke. Here we go. Go ahead. Hello.
Yes, how you doing? I'm calling back.
Thank you, sir. Anything on your mind?
Yes, I was listening to y'all talking about that chloroquine.
Yeah, well, supposedly it cured the guy. We'll see if it actually is something that can be used, but I think what they're saying, it's highly dangerous to use, though.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking, the same thing. I don't know. Do you think it worked for everybody else?
Who knows?
That's the thing, is you don't know until it's tested.
We're not the experts. We're just talking shit about it.
And this anecdotal evidence, this guy called into a pretty big radio show today in South Florida and was talking about how he was about to die and
it saved him.
Given the chloroquine, within 12 hours he felt way better. He was on a ventilator, everything.
Yep.
So we don't know. If you go on Paul Castranovo on their Facebook or Instagram, he has or even their podcast. They have the interview today. I've listened to that show forever. Their interview with that guy today was pretty interesting.
Yeah.
Okay, I surely will. Hey, thank you very much.
Thank you, sir. So just like that guy did, you can call in, you can use your real name, you can use a fake name, you can tell us a joke, you can make fun of us, whatever, all right? Just no politics or religion. Number's 305-304-3181. A little bit. Maybe a little dabble, a little sprinkle of politics, you know.
Stephanie says she's going to try the panties on the face at parties. It's got to be social distancing parties, Zoom parties.
Yes, Zoom parties. Everybody, go and find your best pair of panties and wear those around town.
It's got to be granny panties, though, that are going to stop that.
What about a Speedo?
Well, those aren't panties necessarily.
What? Underwear. Find your favorite underwear, whether yours, your wife, or your mistress, or side piece, I guess for girls, I don't know what you call it, and wear it. Do a live Zoom chat.
Both ways.
We should do a live Zoom chat with everybody wearing panties. Thank you. Like this guy.
With the Fremunda.
The Fremunda.
Right on.
Look, his hair's still good, not messed up at all.
But he's got the Fremunda right on his...
Yes.
Right, he's smelling that, so it's got to be clean, hopefully.
That's some Grendel smell right there.
Grendel!
All right.
Who was trying to call us?
I have no idea. It was a private. You can call us on the private, whatever. We're having fun here, shooting the shit. We are staying together by staying away, but you can get a hold of your friends, tell them to watch the show. You guys can call each other, make fun of somebody. They can be watching, make fun of them. We don't care. So, speaking of things, let's talk about the first case of a tiger getting the coronavirus in New York.
Yes.
Especially since tigers are big right now.
Yeah, we've been talking about tigers non-stop. Tiger King, Carol Baskin,
So
Joe Exotic. Now a tiger, was it the Brooklyn Zoo or one of the zoos?
it's one of the zoos in New York. Yep, it was one of the zoos in New York, and they reported a tiger
tested positive for
coronavirus.
COVID-19.
And it's funny because everybody keeps saying in some of the articles that I keep reading that there is different strains of this virus, and if there is, maybe some of the strains can affect animals.
Well, it
Not
came
just
from
humans.
it came from an animal
Well,
to begin
true.
with. It came from a bat or a pangolin or one of those weird animals.
Pangolin.
But yeah, now they're saying, oh, it affects other mammals. That's the thing. So a tiger in the Bronx Zoo tests positive. What are the implications of this? Does that mean our doggies have it?
They can be transferred to dog. Maybe it can be transferred to cats.
Well, little cats, obviously, it's feline. So now,
I don't think a tiger's
are
a
we
little cat.
putting masks on dogs?
There is some pictures online I've seen with people putting masks on dogs.
Do you have
It
a
looked like
mask on your dog?
No.
Are you socially distancing your dog?
Yes, she is socially. I take her to the park and I measure 6 feet from every dog.
Yeah, 6 feet from the other dog's buttholes.
No, I basically do the scent smell. So I go like this, bring the scent to her.
No, it doesn't work. Your dog's way too pushy.
I know she's a little pushy dog.
She's all up on those other dogs' crotches. That's the corona exchange is happening right there.
In the crotches. You hear that? People stop smelling crotches.
Do not sniff other crotches.
We're talking about dogs,
Unless
right?
you got the
underwear mask.
yeah, the Fremunda
The Fermunda.
strip right on your face so you don't breathe it. But yeah, that's crazy, man. I mean, again, there's implications. It's like we were talking about earlier. So when me and you were talking before the show, why the biggest thing is why is this virus affect people so differently, and is there different strains of the virus? Why is someone who is completely healthy, like the cops were talking, the cops were talking about from Palm Beach, or somebody, there's been coaches and teachers that are completely healthy, have no underlying conditions,
And it hits them hard.
hits them hard, and they die from this virus.
Yep.
Then there's people that have it.
Like the Italian guy, what, 100 and...
Yeah, the 100 and some years old.
Perfectly fine.
Why do some people that are completely healthy, or have preconditioning or older pre-existing conditions, they, are completely fine with it. Some people are asymptomatic carriers that have it, that doesn't affect them, they have no symptoms, and then some people it affects them and they die. What is going on with this?
What is going on? Well, you guys want to call in, 305-304-3181. We want to hear your opinion, our two viewers. And if you're rewatching the show, watch the show live, call in. This show is about interaction. Even though we can't be together, we can still interact, all right? It's like quarantine together 2.0.
It's like a Zoom meeting.
Now,
Skype,
in a minute,
like Skyping with each other.
in a minute, I'm going to show you a video of cute girls doing stupid things. Have you heard about this aerosol mouth spray, fire-breathing dragon mouth thing?
No, but it's something I saw at the full moon party in Higgs Beach.
Our producer's going to show it. Apparently, these hot girls are trying to...
Wait, hot girls do stupid stuff?
Yeah, no.
Oh,
no,
wait, they've never been to Key West
never,
before, so
never.
obviously they've never seen
So,
girls doing stupid stuff.
apparently these hot girls are trying to become fire breathers. They're trying to join a circus, they're trying to entertain their fans, and they're basically almost getting their face burnt off. So let's see some of those videos, Rob. Go ahead and play it. Ooh. Ooh. That's going to leave a mark. Oh, here we go. There we go. Oh.
What is that, hairspray?
I think it's like deodorant spray they're doing with. Yeah. Oh, look at that beautiful man.
So, what we used to do, when we were growing up, we used to take the hairspray and you get the torch, you get the light, and you go, right? Sometimes glue back on, but we didn't put it in our mouth.
Kids, if you're watching, do not try it at home. We don't condone that.
No, condone it, no, but look, I mean.
Look at these idiots.
Put it in the mouth first off, and then try to blow it out.
Ladies, I'm gonna tell you what. It's not gonna work. All right.
Hey, look, you see Coach Noah just checked in.
Hey, what's up, Noah?
Noah, when's the wrestling room gonna open?
We'll get rid of this coronavirus.
As soon as the COVID's down. Either way, I gotta talk to you anyways. But Noah's gonna have. Did you know Noah's gonna have? We know he's gonna have twins.
It might be 2 girls doing stupid stuff.
Nope, he's gonna have 2 boys.
Oh, congratulations!
2 wrestlers.
2 wrestling boys. And he's about to get shipped out to Japan.
That's all in the open. We don't know where he's going to go now.
Well, then he might be staying.
State tournament, and then afterwards was COVID-19, and he told me he was having the boys, but we don't know what's going to happen because I don't think they're shipping them to Asia right now.
No, give us a call. I want to hear. What are you going to call your boys?
The Navy's a mess right now anyway.
Yeah.
So that's a whole other story.
In the Navy.
Way to go, Noah, with the Navy.
Navy.
So they just you know the
No, if you're watching, give us a call. We want to hear from you, man.
Noah, call Pedro's number.
305-304-3181 or call my number. Yes.
I want to hear about your Navy. Oh, he probably can't talk about the Navy.
But he can talk about what he's going to name the kids.
Yeah, you talk about the boys, the future children.
Future children of America.
But yeah, the head of the Navy. I don't know what you call them. The head of the Navy.
General.
Not the general, but the head general.
The head general. Lieutenant.
Who fired the
admiral?
The admiral who
captain,
whatever you call him, that decided he needed to call for help about the.
We need a Navy guy to call in and tell us the order of the.
Whatever the rank.
There we go. Go ahead. You're on Conch Chowder Live. What's up, Noah?
There he is. What's up?
Go ahead, speak.
Oh, nothing. Killing me. I'm gaining weight like crazy. Not working out.
Are you getting
do you see us?
Do you see us?
This is what happens a month out of wrestling season, not being able to work out.
Yep.
We actually worked out today, then.
We're getting the Corona 19. You heard of the freshman 15? This is the Corona 19.
Yeah, I had a couple of zeros for that.
Yeah.
Hey, so.
So what are you gonna name these little spuds?
We got Abraham.
Oh, I like it.
AJ.
You go from I feel bad for the one named Abraham.
Yeah, AJ and Eli.
AJ's like, hey,
AJ and what?
Eli.
Oh, you're going biblical.
Biblical.
Yeah.
Hardcore, Old Testament.
Old Testament. We don't talk religion on the show, but we'll allow it for baby names.
That's Old Testament biblical.
Yeah, we're trying to sound like studs. I don't know too many Abrahams.
They're probably going to want to dance. They're gonna be like, Daddy, I want to dance.
I want to dance.
They're going to hate wrestling.
Yeah.
If you had 2 girls, they would have been stud wrestlers.
Yeah, they're gonna do like chess or lacrosse or something.
Hey, listen, they can still beat you girls out.
Did you watch our video of the little girl getting kicking the crap out of that kid?
Yeah, I saw that.
I'm telling you, they can be kickboxers.
So what's the name of the head of the Navy?
The Navy.
Not the Navy. What's the rank? What's that called? The guy that got fired today, or that he didn't get fired, but he got pressured into stepping down.
He resigned.
What was his name?
Mobley.
What was his?
What's his rank? Like, what's the rank called?
That guy was the guy that resigned. He was a civilian. The captain that got fired. He was
captain.
Yeah, he was the 06 captain who got fired.
So the captain got fired for probably doing the right thing.
Doing the right thing.
Well,
give us your opinion on what
give us your opinion. We want to hear.
So, I mean, I do not speak for the military, but personally, I think, I mean, at the end of the day, you know, we're all humans. He was looking out for his crew, his people, and the other guy, the second half, you know, that was a no-no. He's telling the whole world, hey, look at me, we're all sick and weak, and that's just giving out, you know, information that shouldn't be given out, and that he skipped proper people and went straight to the media and with his letter saying, "Hey, we need help out here."
So he skipped
proper channels.
He skipped head of command basically.
So I mean, I'm sure there's more to it that they don't tell us. Or put out. Because if you're that high up, I don't think you're that dumb to just go crying to the media without asking your proper channels first, saying, hey, this is going on.
They probably got squashed.
Or,
Well,
you figured they're used to being on a ship that long. I know the people in the cruise ships right now are going crazy. There was a video of an old lady hanging out of her balcony with a sign saying, "Get me out of here."
But I think there's a big difference between people on a cruise ship and
Military.
our service members on a ship.
yeah.
So then the Secretary of the Navy, he resigned today, right?
Yeah.
That's what the Secretary.
But-
He's a civilian.
But is there? Let me ask you a question. If the military ship goes under a quarantine, the military members aren't really doing anything. They're locked up. They're staying away from each other. They're not interacting, right? They're not actually working or doing anything unless they're essential workers, kind of like you would see in the city. So they're really just doing nothing, right?
Right.
Yeah, the problem is you probably had some people really sick on that ship, though.
And to
they
stop
wouldn't
the
allow-
spread,
They wouldn't,
won't let.
but they wouldn't allow them to dock.
But what I'm saying is, you still get that cabin fever feeling because
That's not the point of the story. The point
No,
of the story is that he needed to bring the ship in. They wouldn't let him bring the ship in, and he knew he had people on that ship that
There's
were
like over 100 some people, and the captain, the guy who just got released, he just tested positive for COVID-19.
So you have people that are really, really sick, and they're not allowing them to come into port. That's the issue. And you're talking about where these people that are serving for their country, we're not allowing them to come into port because they're sick. Well, how about we set up a quarantine hospital?
They did. They have a quarantine Navy hospital ship in New York.
No, that's different. You're talking about two different things. When they came into port, they were off California.
California.
Noah.
I'm not sure. I thought they pulled into Guam.
Oh, so they were way in the South Pacific. Either way,
Yeah.
so they come into Guam, a territory of the U.S. Why not have a triage set up for them, which I think they did now. But that's the thing. I think that's part of the issue. What he was asking for, and he was told he needed to stay at sea, and he was looking out for the safety of his crew. So I think it's a tough scenario that
And if you have an opinion about this, go ahead and call in 305-304-3181. We're on Conch Chowder Live.
Hey, so Noah, who would have won the 133 at NCAAs this year for wrestling?
That's a tough one. I would go. Who'd you pick? You picked Seth.
Yeah, then he lost, but I think he would have came back and won an NCAA. He lost at Big Tens, but I think he would have came back and won an NCAAs.
No, what do you think about this idea about UFC fights on a private island?
I think it'd be cool. I think it'll make a lot of money.
It's gonna make a ton of money.
It's gonna make I'm sure advertising is gonna be high.
Have you heard about this before I told you?
Yeah, I heard you guys talking about. My thing is, how long is it going to take them to, get this private island, get internet, unless it's already got everything out there and ready to go?
This guy's already probably been planning it.
Think about the resources that they have. You're talking about
money.
super money. They probably own an island already,
Two.
and they probably can easily get the satellites and all that stuff set up, and the private jets, all that good stuff set up.
Maybe we can go to Christmas Tree Island and film some
He
fights
didn't
there.
answer his question. Now I want to know who is going to win NCAAs at 133. Who was going to win?
I would like to see. I want to see Seabass.
Hope we lost viewers.
Yeah, so, I don't care. Sebastian Rivera, you thought would have won?
Yeah, I think it would have been him and Gross in the finals, and I think it would have been hell of a match. I mean, that weight class is pretty stacked. Or pretty good contenders, top 4 or 5.
That's probably one of the best weight classes in recent history.
Yeah.
And we didn't get to see it happen.
What do you think about people not, these seniors, not able to come back?
We've talked about this on
We've
the
talked
show.
about this on the show.
It's, for the winter sport athletes that didn't get to compete in their NCAA tournaments, it's a real travesty. But if you're going to open it up for spring athletes, what about these guys that have been working their whole life and not open it up for them? And it hits home, with Pat Lugo from South Dade, who I've watched wrestle since he was 5 years old. And this year, he had a legit shot to win an NCAA title, and now he's not going to get that chance. Hopefully, maybe the the NCAA will allow people to try to get case by case hardships, but it's pretty sad.
It's going to be a slippery slope because if you let your seniors repeat the year, are you going to let your juniors repeat the year? Are you going to let your sophomores repeat the year?
Yeah.
So that's going to be.
I heard some schools are making kids redo the whole school year.
And
For college,
No, like high school.
High
I heard
school?
that somewhere. I don't know how true that is.
there's been there's some people that are doing that. In the state of Florida, you can repeat they're allowing you to do a penalty-free repeat your school year, but that doesn't change anything with, as right now, doesn't change anything with FHSA sports.
no.
So the FHSA is not giving another year eligibility, but it's still up in the air.
Let me ask you a question. What if they missed out on the winter sport? Let's say you have a football player that also does track. He missed the winter sport, but wants to repeat the year. Will he be allowed to play football again? Or will he only be allowed to play or compete in track?
Yeah, that's the other issue that's going to come up with it. I mean,
Especially for seniors.
Yeah, and NCAA. It's a crazy time we live in. So what's going on with you guys? You're supposed to be transferring to Japan, which right now Japan's actually safer than the U.S.
Yeah, I know. Tell me about it.
No.
Except for
Remember,
Godzilla.
a month ago when we were at the wrestling tournament, we were like, oh man, they're never going to send me to Asia because that's dangerous. And right now, we have way more cases here in the U.S. So have you heard anything new on that?
I mean, everything's on standstill. They stopped everything in the military, people moving, transferring. So once this ever clears up, I mean, who knows when this is going to clear up. It's going to be, there's hundreds of people ahead of me who got to transfer and go to their new commands.
So we're going to get you for another wrestling season?
We might.
Maybe.
That might be the only good thing that comes out of the coronavirus. So we get you another season.
Always looking at the positive side, folks. Always looking at the positive side. And if you guys want to talk about, go ahead.
Who knows how long this is going to last and how everything's going to trickle back to normal afterwards. I think it's going to take even longer.
Mm-hmm.
So, with twins coming, your wife being pregnant with twins, about in this the lockdown, how fun has that been?
Pretty good. We have to go to Miami every 2 weeks for her appointments, and they actually got us staying at home, so she's able to work from home, and I pretty much have work off her.
But how about I'm talking about the cravings, the mood swings.
The mood swings.
I know. How's your wife dealing with you with the cravings and mood swings? I mean, I'm sorry the other way around.
The cravings suck because we can't go anywhere and get them.
Yeah.
So it sucks for her, but it's good for me because I don't have to worry about waking up, going to Sonic at 2 a.m. to get her a slushie or anything.
So you're saying pregnant women are screwed during the coronavirus quarantine?
So what are her? She has a big
guys are
slushie
making
craving.
out, they don't have to go and run around and get all these things.
So let me ask you a question. How's the traffic been going up and down with the new checkpoint?
This quick. We got residential stickers.
Mm-hmm.
So they just saw that and went right
But there's no line. There's no.
There's a line if you don't have a residential sticker. I think you have to show your address or your license, and then like for me, I have a PA license, so I'd have to show like a piece of billing or my lease, copy of my lease saying I do live down here, stationed down here.
Gotcha.
But I just heard that people are making fake residential stickers.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Right.
I forgot to tell you about that. That's
Yeah, that's right. In Miami,
people are making counterfeit Florida Keys residential stickers.
everybody
I don't know
wants
why
to
they
come.
want to come down here. There ain't nothing to.
I think because they like the allure of paradise. If you're going to be quarantined anywhere, why not be quarantined in paradise?
And they get to hang out with you, Noah.
And they get to hang out with you. They get to go see hobos fight at Mystery Island. There's
Smathers.
they probably think. Well, one of the things I saw on the news in Miami today, apparently they closed down the charter boats. So maybe the people want to come down here and fish. I don't know if charter boats are still running down here.
Well, they could run if they have tourists, but there's no tourists.
So how long do you guys think this is gonna go on for?
Where we're the quarantine
the quarantine, the COVID.
Well, it's weird because there's some scientists that have been saying even if we get over this in a couple months, we might get hit by a second wave of it.
Yeah, it might be seasonal.
I don't think we get back to normal life until June, minimum.
Yeah,
I think we'll be lucky if we get
I say July.
back to normal by June.
I think maybe around that, but I think this travel ban is going to last way longer.
Travel ban might last longer, but I think at some point they're just gonna have to let people.
Well, there's a couple of development. There's a bunch of developments coming out. That one, we got to get everyone tested, rapid testing and mass testing, so we know who has it, who doesn't have it. If you don't have it, then we can quarantine the people who have it, and we can get people back to work. Or the other testing that they're coming out that they're saying they're developing now is the antibody testing. So, did you have it already? There's a lot of people, including people on our wrestling team.
There's a theory.
The theory. I for one think that we, including Pedro, I think Pedro had it. I think that a bunch. Remember how many kids we had sick and the specific.
I had the Stock Island version.
Specific.
What was that tournament? After that tournament, everyone was getting sick, and
that was when we went up to Cypress Bay.
Yeah.
And the symptoms they had, what we thought was a bad cold or flu, but none of them tested positive for a flu. They all got tests, and then
there was the doctor's office.
There was respiratory issues involved with some of them that now we're like looking back, like maybe they had it.
Recovered.
And some of them never got their actual, their full lung capacity back as far as wrestling. And then there was a bunch of people in Key West that doctors' offices, different people that said that they, went through it, and then some people got sick. But we don't know. The only way we'll know is with that antibody test, which are developing.
From what I hear, I think I was reading a commentary from a military person who did the testing, and they say it's actually pretty painful. They've shoved this. I think it's a Q-tip or whatever they shove.
Q-tip.
Right deep
in
there.
To the back of your sinus.
Yep.
Wait, where?
The back of your sinus.
They put it through your nostril, all the way through your nostril, through your sinus cavity, always to the back of your head, basically, and swab in there, because that's where the virus lives, for the most part, and then from there it spreads to your lungs.
Yep. And
so when you initially get it, that's where it lives in the back of your.
They're saying cavity. It's very painful.
Noah's not worried about that.
Better way to.
Well, that's the thing. Rapid testing, reliable test kits, and then the antibody test, and then the next thing is actually, coming up with treatment for it, like whatever treatment we can come up with.
And if you guys are listening, if you want to call in and talk about any of the topics or what we're talking about, 305-304-3181. We have Noah on the phone, and I want to say hi to our 3 viewers. Good job, Noah. You made our viewers go up.
Yeah.
That's so they knew how good looking he was.
We didn't even do the conch word of the day, huh?
We're gonna do. Well, there's too many days, not enough conch words. We're gonna do conch word of the
Maybe
week.
we should do conch, Spanglish.
We're gonna do Key West conch word of the week, not every day.
Got it.
Which, by the way, we're also gonna be reducing our shows to 3 times a week.
Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday from 8 to 9, and it's 9 o'clock already. But we're gonna go a little longer, I guess, if that's okay with our producer. He'll let us know when it's time to go. So what do you think about this new trend of the hot girls catching themselves on fire just to get likes?
I think people are just bored and they're doing everything and anything to stay sane.
Like the Baby Fight Club idea.
Are you gonna have your twins wrestle like when they're 1 year old and put it like on pay-per-view? Baby Fight Club?
Yeah, fight for our love.
Abraham.
I said we might split the kids up.
Eli.
I raise one in each other's sports, and then see who goes the furthest.
So one's gonna play baseball, one's gonna wrestle.
Oh, we got another caller. Yes.
All right.
Later, Noah.
All right, Noah. We'll catch you later. Go ahead. You're on Conch Chowder Live.
Ding dong.
Who's there?
Coach Noah.
Coach Noah who? We're going to get those types of calls. Thank you, caller. Next time, try to be a little bit funnier.
Gotta be another ex-wrestler.
It's definitely a QS high school graduate. So, you know, you get your diploma and your handicap sticker when you graduate from Key West High School. This year you'll get your mask.
You get a mask and a diploma.
Yeah. Will there be a graduation?
We don't know. Did Rob just hit you up or you hit Rob?
Rob, are we still on?
I think we should wrap it up.
Still here. Let's see.
Do you want us to wrap it up or keep going?
We have 5 minutes. 5 minutes.
5 minutes. So those of you 3 watching, give us a call. We want to hear from you. Maybe a joke. Maybe a song. Maybe you want to talk about something. Maybe do a quick call and make fun of us or a quick little something. So, tomorrow's show, I actually got a very funny picture I'm going to put up there. We had some good time today with the mask.
Mask.
I guess your favorite was the lettuce mask?
No, my favorite was the from on the cheese.
Look at that. Look at that time picture. You see that? Man of the year.
50 pounds ago.
Hmm?
That's about 50 pounds ago.
Lighter or heavier?
What? That? Come on, look at that. That's really like the most interesting man.
I am the most interesting man.
You were.
And there's the types of masks. Remember, folks, if you're going out to the grocery store, you got to wear a covering. All right? Even if you have to make one at home. Even if you have to put a piece of lettuce on your freaking face.
Or a 2-liter.
Or a 2-liter. You know?
Or a koozie.
Koozie.
You can make them out of any cloth.
Snorkel mask. Here we go. Go ahead. Private number. Hello? Oh, you got stage fright. Stage fright.
Heard that before.
Yeah. Alright, folks. Well, this concludes another episode of Conch Chowder Live. If you're rewatching the show, please watch the show live. Give us a call. Mess with us. We'll mess with you. Tell us a story. Tell us a joke. Sing us a song. Maybe there's something you want us to put on or you would recommend something for next week's show. Let us know. We can talk about anything. We can give you advice. Are you stuck with your ex during quarantine? How should you handle it?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
There's got to be a lot of stories of those coming out.
Yep. You know,
Stuck in unfortunate circumstances.
Maybe we'll talk about that during tomorrow's show. My name is Pedro, Man of the Year, most interesting man in Stock Island. And this is Chaz Jimenez. Anything you want to say to the people watching?
Hey, cool cats and kittens.